That's the Fun Sports Show with DJ Chappers. Hello, welcome to the inaugural sports show about the fan. So yeah, because we got the Premier League coming up this weekend, I thought, it'd be good to do a bit of a show about sports, because obviously I'm quite passionate about football and stuff, so yeah, hopefully we'll thirst some money and hopefully get some guests on as well. There's a lot of sports podcasts out there, and I think we can do is pretty similar about them. Yeah, this week we have got the smorgasbord of nationalities. Could it be the World Women's World Cup as well this month? So we got a show focusing on all the songs. Well, from each of the knockout stages, the 16 teams, I've got a song for each of the teams. And then, now we're going to be also talking about the Women's World Cup and hopefully, doing a bit of a prediction of who I think's going to win it, if England can win it or whatever. And then, I've got this show today, which is all about the Premier League, which is starting this weekend. So I think the first game's on the 12th. And then my team, Man United, are playing on the 14th. And it's Wolverhampton, I think. So yeah. I'm going to be doing a run through of the signings, breakthrough talents that are tipped to be big, underrated and overhyped players. Predictions of who's going to win what. Then which of the newly promoted teams are going to be revelations and which are going to struggle. Predicting the relegation and then my prediction of the 11 of the season. We're discussing my fantasy football team. And then I'll be telling you when I'll be back at the end. So yeah, we got a lot to get through. So that's the introduction. So the Premier League starts on the 12th. And yeah, a lot of teams have improved with the signings they've got. I think Man City have improved a little bit. But I still think Man City are going to be a team to be reckoned with. Because, yeah, they've signed, the only player that they signed so far is Kovacic from Chelsea. And then Mahrez and Gundogan have left, which is quite surprising. Because Mahrez was quite a good player for them, and so was Gundogan. Considering he was their captain last season, it's a bit surprising, but yeah, there's still a team. They've still got Haaland up front, of course, so there's still going to be a team to be reckoned with. And then if you look at the Arsenal signings, they've got Declan Rice, which is still a bit of a sore subject for me because I really wanted to sign Rice. I wanted Man United to sign Rice because I thought if we signed him, we'd be in contention for the league. But we didn't. We let him slip through our fingers and he went to Arsenal. Which is a bit disappointing. Also, got his defender, Julian Timber, who we was tipped to be trying to get. But again, we didn't get him either, which is a bit annoying, but because he played Ajax under Ten Hag, our manager. I think he would have been a great addition to our squad, but it weren't to be. And then you got Havertz from Chelsea. Then I put a bid in for Raya, the goalkeeper. At Brentford, then Havertz has been a bit of a flop since coming into the UK. Into the English League. I think playing in Germany to play in England is totally different. And some players either can do it and other players can't. Yeah. But yeah, they put a bit into the Brentford goalkeeper, Raya. And then, surprisingly, another player I was surprised to leave was, like with Gundogan at City, was Granit Xhaka. He was always like, kept him ticking in the middle of the park. When I heard that, I usually thought it was a bit of a weird one. And then, recently, we would talk about Chelsea. They literally, all the players have literally left. It's like, half of the team have been shipped out. Just a bit of a mad one, really. Because they really went downhill last season. Not even in the European positions. And the other player they signed is Sanchez, the Brighton goalkeeper. That's the only player. And they've signed also Disassi and Perez in. And I think, yeah, they're not really convincing signings, really, I wouldn't say. They're not someone that's going to make you win the league signing 2 players you've not heard of. And then if that's all the players have gone, another player they lost was Mount, who came to us. So he's our new number 7. And I think he could do a good job for us. And then we've also signed a new goalkeeper, Onana, Andre Onana, who used to play at Ajax, and he was under Ten Hag when he was manager. Because I think we let De Gea go. I was a bit upset that he'd left, but I think it was the right time considering he'd been with us for over 12 years. He was the last man standing from the original squad that Fergie left. And he'd been a good servant. He'd saved us on many an occasion. Not his distribution let him down a few times. And in the last 3 seasons, he made some big mistakes, like most recently, in the FA Cup final where he dropped the ball through his fingers into the net. So I think his career had run its course with us, I think. And then it was time for him to go because obviously he's still going to be a legend. And yeah, so Onana, what he's going to bring to our team is distribution. And I think over 60% of goal kicks and throw-outs from De Gea went to an opposition player. Whereas with Onana, only 20% goes to the opposition. Or 15%, but 85% of the time, he gets it to one of our players. I think with De Gea, we were scared of passing it back. And the modern game is all about playing it back to the keeper. So I think now that we can play it back to Onana is a good thing. It'll give us more opportunities to play out like Liverpool play that way. And so the Man City with Edison, Liverpool with Alisson. So I think that's the type of play is going to improve us massively. Because the amount of attacks we couldn't have because De Gea kicked out of the play. Straight for a throw into the opposition. It's once you've got possession, you need to keep it. Otherwise, you just attack and attack. The defenders couldn't get any rest by it. I think that's why we conceded a lot of goals. So yeah, he's a good signing. So Mount and Onana are great. And then we've also signed back Johnny Evans from Leicester. His contract ran out and he came back to us, which I'm actually really happy about. And I think Maguire is to stay. I think he played with Johnny Evans at Leicester and he had a good partnership. So maybe having that comfort, having a player you played with before next year, he might actually improve Maguire as well. And he's one of our homegrown players that came to our academy. So it's great to have him home. And then we've actually managed to sign a young striker this year. Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta. So we've been trying to sign young strikers for a long time, but we always sign Ibrahimovic at the end of his career, Cavani at the end of his career. We signed Weghorst on loan. I don't know what that was about. But we've actually got a young striker who is tipped to be the new Haaland. So you've got Haaland and we've got Hoyland. So yeah, it'll be a battle of the 6th or 8 strikers now. So I'm really happy with our side so far. I just think we need another full-back and a centre-back. And a midfielder, because we got Mount, but we need someone where Casemiro is. Because obviously Casemiro is a great player, but when he's out, you can really tell he's out. We missed him a lot. So yeah. I know Liverpool signings. They've signed McAllister from Brighton. And I think with all the other attacking players Liverpool have got, I think they create a lot of chances, and I think McAllister should thrive there. And obviously time will tell. And then Spurs, we got Kulusevski from Juventus. I just think will be a good signing, to be fair. They've got James Maddison from Brighton. From Leicester, sorry. And I think he'll be a good sign. I think we was looking at Maddison, but we didn't go for it. But I think Tottenham like their whole English players, but when United go for English players, I think they put the price tag up. But yeah, I think James Maddison was a good player. Of course, got in the England squad recently. I think it'll be a good signing for them. And then they got Vicario and Solomon from Shakhtar Donetsk. Don't know much about Vicario, but Solomon I think is a winger, so I think he'll be a good signing for Spurs. And yeah. And then Aston Villa signed Pau Torres from Villarreal. And I think he's in the midfielder. I think he'll be a good signing for them. Moussa Diaby from Leverkusen. Nico Richards from West Brom. Then interesting, Yuri Tielemans from Leicester on a free. I really like Yuri Tielemans. I think he'll add a lot to Villa, but I think he's a good signing. And then they've got rid of Ashley Young. He's gone to Everton. And I think that's a good signing for Everton. Very experienced fullback now, and I think he's got a lot to offer, even in set pieces wise. Really good. And then Brentford, a really interesting one that I've seen. I'm looking forward to seeing this signing. It's Romeo Beckham, who is signed from Inter Miami, which is David Beckham's franchise in the MLS. And I've seen videos of Romeo Beckham. He actually takes free kicks like his dad. So I think he's going to be a really exciting signing. And yeah, then we've got the really surprising one in this window was Mbappe for trying to go to a Saudi team for 189 million. It's getting ridiculous now. I think they need to start putting a cap on it because it's getting dangerous. They need to put a cap on it, I think. And I'm just looking through the signings. There's not many people that have made good signings, really. The smaller teams haven't really added much. Yeah, Brighton have actually signed James Milner from Liverpool. Well, they're going to be getting a lot of experience in James Milner. Not one of my favourite players, but he when he played for Leeds, Newcastle and Liverpool. He's not really my type of player. He's a bit of a rival. And then I made a lot of cheap signings, there's a few free, couple on loan. Got James Trafford from Man City. 19 million, so that's quite a good return for City there. And Chelsea, yeah, there's not many players I've heard of. They signed Decisive Monaco, Jackson, and Cuckoo, Paez, Sanchez, Hugo Chukwu, Gabriel, Matos, Moreira, and Samuel Smith. So, yeah, not really that I'm aware of there, but yeah. And then out, Havertz, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Mount, Pulisic, Ampadu, Koulibaly, Mendy, Abu, Amarang, Azpilicueta, Macbeth, Kante. Yeah, a lot of players out, loads of players. Yeah. They've got a big task ahead of them. Yeah. Yeah, so Wilton Zaha has left Crystal Palace. That was a surprise. But yeah, so that's all decided really. We can be there all day, I think. Now next we're going to I'll discuss what we're going to be discussing. Some of the breakthrough players that they're going to be good. So we've got 18-year-old Irish striker Evan Ferguson, who enjoyed an eye-catching breakout campaign for Brighton and Hove last season, scoring 6 goals in 19 games. And he's chopped up 10 goals and 3 assists across all competitions. Now, Ferguson looks destined to enjoy even more success this season. And then we've got Alejandro Garnacho at Man United. So he may only just be 18, but he's already got 5 goals and 5 assists. So Man United, he's already in the Argentinian team. So the gifted Argentine winger notched 3 goals and 2 assists in 19 Premier League appearances last season, making him one of the most exciting teenagers in this division. And then we've got Julio Enciso from Brighton. And he enjoyed a hugely successful end to the 22-23 season. And then registering 4 goals and 2 assists across Brighton's final 12 league games, thanks largely to a memorable long-range strike against Man City. The 19-year-old Paraguayan has already made a name for himself. He's going to be excited looking forwards. Rico Lewis. You don't often play the Guardiola's City unless you are a special player. And Rico Lewis is certainly one of those. At just 18, this versatile Englishman made 14 league appearances last year, making 10 starts while coming off the bench on 4 occasions. So he's one to watch. He can play a number of positions. So yeah, keep your eye out for that player. And then Basetic at Liverpool. Sadly, Basetic's 22 campaign was cut short by injury, but the 18-year-old Spaniard made a really big impression into the Reds. For the Reds, they thought he became injured. Basetic has clearly gained his trust of Jurgen Klopp, meaning he's bound for more opportunities when he's fit. And then we've got Bonanotti from Brighton again. So he's the 3rd Brighton teenager on the list, and that tells you everything you need to know about the Brighton's smart recruitment. Yeah, got some really good young players. So the 18-year-old has already made 18 international debut. Has already made his international debut for Argentina. He looks destined to add to his 13 Premier League appearances. And then we've got Hall at Chelsea. You know, it's no secret that Chelsea spent a massive amount of money on loads of big name stars who didn't gel. But Lewis Hall has the potential to break into the Blues first team. At just 18, Hall has 12 Premier League appearances under his belt and should get even more in the coming years. Yeah, so he's going to be big, and I think he played a few games at the end of last season. Now, maybe they do need to look at their own academy and see what they can get rather than just spending billions of pounds. A lot of teams can learn from that, I think, ourselves included. And then we've got Ethan Nwaneri at Arsenal. He made headlines last season as the teenager became the youngest player in history to feature in England's top flight. Nwaneri was introduced as a late substitute against Brentford in September, aged just 15 and 181 days. That's some story to tell at school on a Monday. Now, Mikel Arteta clearly rates the midfielder, and Nwaneri is expected to spend more time around the first time this season after turning down interest from Chelsea and Man City to sign a new deal with the Gunners. The 16-year-old remarkably born after the opening of the Emirates Stadium. He has signed a new scholarship with Arsenal and has agreed a professional deal when he turned 17 in March. His commitments to a new deal with a major boost for Arsenal, with Nwaneri regarded as one of England's football's most exciting young talents. He has scored 8 goals in 17 appearances for England at under 17 level. Now he's going to be an exciting player, and with him being English as well, really, really exciting. So yeah. And then we got also another one here. Jocelyn Raksaki. So Crystal Palace faced the difficult task of replacing Wilfred Zaha this summer, after the club's talisman decided against renewing his contract at Selhurst Park. Palace, however, could have ready-made replacements for the Ivorian within their own ranks with Raksaki. The latest exciting talents were made from the club's academy system. Raksaki spent last season on loan at Charlton and excelled in League One, earning the club's Player of the Year award at return of 15 goals and 8 assists. Full of fun, flair and end product, it is not difficult to see. Now the winger would fit in alongside the likes of Eze and Michael Olise next season. And then another exciting talent that I'm looking forward to is Mubana. He's at West Ham, and they believe the club have another special crop of talent. And they didn't have their FA Youth Cup success last season, with the Hammers only thrashed Arsenal 5-1 in the final. That win came after beating Southampton 6-1 in the last 4. A fixture which saw Mubama score a hat-trick, and the forward scored again in the final as West Ham won the competition for the first time in 24 years. Mubama was named as winner of the 22-23 Mark Noble Award for the Young Hammer of the Year after an excellent season across various age groups, scoring prolifically for the club's under-18 and under-21 side, and earning senior minutes under David Morris. The 18-year-old scored 16 goals in all competitions at under-21 level, and netted 8 goals in 5 FA Youth Cup ties for the under-18s. He ended the campaign with 30 goals in 40 appearances in all competitions, including the first senior goal for the Hammers against AEK Larnaca in the UEFA Europa Conference League, with Gianluca Scamacca linked with an exit, and Mikel Antonio set to turn 34 next season. Neymar will hope to earn a regular place in Moyes' plans. So yeah, that's all the breakthrough talks, and then grassroots players that I'm looking forward to see more of is Emil Smith-Rowe at Arsenal. He's a great talent, and I love the young players because he just show no fear, and he's one of those. And then there's a couple of Man United players here that I've got to mention. You know, we got Palestri, who is going to be a wonderful talent. We got Thorson, we got Hannibal Medbury, Daniel Gore, Manu, and he looks a really strong player in the midfield. So if he can kick on, he could be what we're looking for where Casemiro plays. And then we've got Thorson, who's a winger. He looks really pacey. Then again, I think he could get chances this season. Like Hannibal Medbury as well, I think he deserves some chances. In their League Cup and stuff like that. So hopefully we can see more of him. And then Dan Gore, another player who's in the midfield. So if Daniel Gore and Manu can push on and get some chances, they got a chance of being there in Casemiro's out of the teeth for whatever reason. And then there's Nico Williams at Liverpool, who could be a really good talent. And then there's Conor Gallagher at Chelsea, who is another good young talent. You know, had a great breakout season with Norwich. Was it Norwich? No, was it Crystal Palace, sorry. Then he could be a really good good player. And I really like to sign him, actually. He'd be a great young player to have in your team. So now I'll just touch on the underrated players that are about. So, you've got Man United's Casemiro, our Rolls Royce in the heart of our defence. Cool as a cucumber, calm and collected. He is a very smooth operator. He keeps us ticking. An unbelievable signing who I can't wait to see more of this season. And then Lisandro Martinez at Man United. The Butcher, our bulldog in the middle of our defence. And ever reliable, hard tackling. Fierce, small but mighty defender. And my favourite player of our modern era. Then we got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the best tackler in our squad and one of the best defensive fullbacks in the league. It's just his attacking ability that prevents him from being the best fullback in the league. And then we got Christian Eriksen, my pacemaker buddy, and my hero. What a comeback from a player that, bearing in mind, had a heart attack during a competitive game for Denmark. And that was then thought to be the end of his career. But he recovered, got a pacemaker fitted, and then signed for Man United. He came into the team and quietly made us into a better team overnight. His contribution is immeasurable. And according to stats last season, Eriksen did the most running out of our squad. And he was in the top 5 of the whole league. Considering he has a heart condition, that is quite impressive. And then Eric Dyer at Tottenham. So many people say he is Dyer by name, Dyer by nature. But I actually think he's a good player. There's Dyer, reliable, hard working. He does the dirty work with a plan. That's how you can ask for a player like that. then that's what he does. No questions asked, he'll play where you put him. And then Souček, a very hard working, who keeps West Ham's midfield ticking. He has a good area presence in attacking and defensive positions. In defensive positions, he can score and he can stop opposition attacks from set pieces because he is always willing to put his body on the line and his head. I would hopefully sign him for Man United, he'd be a good fit. Kuthel, another West Ham player, he's got good energy, box to box. He's a box to box fullback and can be strong and impenetrable at times. Also threatening in attacking areas. And yeah, another player I'd sign. So a great fullback that I'd love to have. And Abdoulaye Doucouré at Everton. I know he was DJ JT's favourite player. And he scored the winning goal for Everton to keep them up last season. And yeah, he's just a box-to-box midfielder. He's good at defensive and attacking. He's good at scoring goals. He can start goals like Souček. Yeah, he's a great asset for Everton, but he can stay fit. Everton will stay up quite easy. And now for the overhyped players. So, Jack Grealish at City, like, what does he actually do? Every time we look at him, he was on the floor, rolling round. All he's good at is winning free kicks. That's all he's good at. No, and moaning at the referee. Really can't stand that. No, yeah. Really, like 100 million, he's not an £100 million player. Really glad we didn't sign him. But, yeah, Man City can have him for like And then Gakpo at Liverpool. Surely isn't the player Liverpool thought they were signing. Because the player we saw in the Netherlands isn't that player. And then when it was Man United and Liverpool, Anthony, when we got battered, he decided to turn it on, yeah. Fine chance to turn it on there, innit? And then Harry Maguire got Tottenham, yeah, bit of a rough player, a bit of a thug, so. Not really my type of player, but he's probably one of the players that good to have in your team, but not against it. But yeah, I don't really know what he has to offer really other than being the master of the dark arts. A dirty player, but yeah. Joe Linton at Newcastle is just an overpriced striker. He couldn't score, and so he's become a centre to defensive mid, and because he can't hit a barn door. But I'm still not convinced even a CDM. And then Bruno Guimaraes, another overpriced midfielder at Newcastle. Overpriced midfielder at Newcastle. And then he doesn't convince me either. Like, there I go, Bruno. At the end of the day, there's only one Bruno, and that's our Bruno at Man United, Fernandes. He's not even good enough to clean Fernandez's boots. And then Harry Maguire, I believe he could still be the player that he was, that we signed. But with each game he plays and doesn't improve, I feel less and less convinced. So, yeah, start to lose patience a bit. And then Van der Beek at Man United, I just can't see where he fits in with us, unfortunately. He's always injured and he's never pushed on when we signed him. And then Anthony Martial is one of the most bone-hardened players that I've ever witnessed. Watching him Old Trafford just strolling down with his head down. He's always injured and he just looks like he's got the wrong attitude. It's like you don't really want to be there. So it's like, just get rid of him. So we've got that Highland, I think we should just let him go. Yeah, 50 million, cut our losses. Here's what it is. And then Andreas Pereira at Fulham. He never really convinced me when he played for us, and he still doesn't really. At Fulham, yeah, he has pushed on a little bit at his new club, but he still hasn't lived up to his potential. Like what he could be. And then Neil Maupay at Everton is as useful as a chocolate playing guard. He can't even hit a ball door, and I know JT used to hate when he was in the lineup. Well, yeah, not a great signing. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the overhyped players. And then I think I was going to touch on something else after that. Yeah, so it was my predictions that he's going to win what. So I think Man City are going to win the league again, unfortunately. And I think FA Cup, Man United, I want us to win that. And then the League Cup as well, that'd be a good trophy for us. Golden Boot, I think Haaland at Man City will win that. Golden Glove. I'm hoping that our goalie, Andre Ronaldo, will do it, but I think it'll be Alex Edison. And then top four, so it's going to be Man City number 1, Man United number 2, Liverpool number 3, Spurs number 4. No, I got it totally wrong. Man City 1, Man United 2, Arsenal 3, and then Liverpool 4th. That's what I think it'll be. And Europa League places, West Ham are up there, also Brighton. And who knows, the new teams can do well. Sheffield United could be up there. But yeah, I think Fulham will be around the thereabouts. Chelsea, they're getting Europa League, West Ham Europa Conference. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Relegation. I think relegation, I'm pretty sure. I think Sheffield United are going to stay up this year. I've got a good feeling about that. Well, I think it'll be Burnley, Luton and Forest who go down. I just hope Everton can stay out of that relegation joke. Because it really could do with a break from that. And then my prediction for the team of the season. Actually, well, touched on relegation actually. I think Nottingham Forest to go down because they only stayed by the skin of their teeth. They've not improved with big players or anything. No, the budget's not as big, and that's why I said Burnley as well. And Luton, because I think they've got very small budgets. And like Luton's not going to get much revenue because they've only got a very small stadium. So I think, yeah, I think that's why I've chose those 3 teams to relegate. And now it's time for me to do my predicted 11 of the season. So yeah, this could change throughout the season because he's going to be in form, he's not. He's going to hit the ground running and all that lot. So yeah. No, I'm going to go for Edison in goal, then Alexander-Arnold on right back, Ruben Diaz at centre back, Lisandro Martinez at centre back, and then Luke Shaw at left back. And then in CDM, then on the Declan Rice and Odegaard, and then in midfield the attacking position, so Saka on the right wing, De Bruyne at central attacking mid, Rashford left wing, and then Haaland up front. That's what I'm going to say is going to be the team. Because I think Rashford's going to score a few goals. Luke Shaw's always good at left back. He's always good in attack, like on the other side, Alexander-Arnold. And I think Edison only got beat by De Gea last season as most clean sheets. Yeah, that's what I thought my team would be, so I'll write that down. And then when we do the sports show at the end of the season, we'll see how right I was. And yeah, and then if anyone's doing fancy football team, fancy football this year, I just thought I'd go through that with you as well. Because it's always exciting to get involved with, and you've got till tonight at 11 o'clock to get your team in, so yeah. So again, in goal I'll go with Edison, then I got 3 at the back, with Ruben Diaz, Alexander-Arnold and Shaw. And then 5 in midfield, with Odegaard, Almiron, Kebabin, Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Haaland, and Mitrovic. And then on the bench we got some cheap ones. Dubravka in goal, Moller from Wolves in defence, and 8 Nuri in defence. And then Predpol as a forward on the bench. Yeah, those are my team, and I think with Haaland, it's good to play the triple captain straight at the start. Because you know he's going to score. Yeah, he always scores. Yeah, there's just a bit of a machine. He always scores, which is not good for the rest of us, but it's good for the league. But it's good to watch and entertain us. So, thanks for watching and listening, however you consume the podcast. It's on YouTube and also on the normal podcast stream. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will be doing some more of these and getting some guests on. And yeah, hopefully we can get a bit of banter going on. There's 2 mates who I know that are up for it. One's a Liverpool fan and one's a Crew fan. I'm sure it'd be a good laugh to get those on with me. Yeah, if anyone else wants to as well. If you're into your sports, just say it'd be good to get you on. So yeah, please remember to subscribe in the top right of your card, and also a like as well, please. And then check out our other content on our website. Just click on the link to the left. So yeah, thanks for listening. Hope it's been good and not too biased. I'll try not to be too biased with my predictions and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it though, and yeah, let me know what your team of the season is going to be. Oh, you got any fancy football teams that you want to tell us about? Just chat. Yeah, drop us a comment on YouTube or message on Facebook. So yeah, thanks guys, see you again soon. That's the Sports Show with DJ Chappers.